identity. And you're afraid that your children finally, he's Jew, his parents are observant, so his children will go to the church. Perhaps if they grow up and they decide, okay, we will not be able to prevent them, but when they are children, so, it's not so easy. It's not so easy. So,
I'm sure I'm sure you hear a lot of their stories too, and they come to you.
I mean, a lot of their stories, but it's, what if they chose to get married to the Jewish man? So they are...
There's consent.
Consent. And they are right. I mean, when you get married, you have to be concerned by your husband. I mean, you cannot get married and say, no, okay, this is for me, this is for you. You have to share everything. So they find themselves in situations that are not so easy because, it depends also on if the husband is... Sometimes you have husbands who really study and so on. So,
Every case is its own.
Every case is different. But anyway, women here in Jerusalem, for instance, in our very little parish, for years, almost everything was done by women who are committed. To organize, to...
So this commitment to the faith.
What about the men? What challenges are here for particularly for the Christian men? Celibate or married?
Well, in secular life, Israel is the world in which we live is very secular. We cannot live in the religious Jewish world. There you have a very neat, clear, separation. I mean, difference. A man is really not a woman. I mean, in everyday life, who decides, who buys, who cleans, who works, who does what with the children. This is very, very clear. In our communities, we are much more similar to the secular world. I mean, in which, a man and a woman both work. It's I could take. I mean, every case is different, but you in the church, I don't know. Our men are much more, not on the front place. I don't know how you say it. More hidden. And participating less. Women are once again. There are those who lead. And this is incredible. It's in all our communities. I think of Jerusalem. I think of Jaffa. I think of Beersheba. Everywhere, men work, care for the children, but in the church, women are those who are committed. I don't know. So it's a bit strange, but that's how it is.
And has this been like a tendency that's grown over time, or you said even at the beginning it was
from the beginning? The priests are committed for sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not talking about the priests. I'm not talking about, at least they have to.
No.
Okay, I'm talking about couples.
Right.
Okay, people frequenting the church.
The laity.
Okay, it is a fact. I think in many of our communities, I'm trying to think. There are a few men in Jaffa, who are there, but is it linked to the Middle East? I don't know. The fact that often there are many more women than men in the churches.
Right.
Yes.
So, I don't know why our religion is feminine. No. You go to the synagogue and you go to the mosque and it's men who come to pray with a few women. You go to the church, it's always many women and a few men.
Wow.
It is something,
That is true. We are the bride of Christ.
Yeah. That's right.
What do you think are some of the challenges that the Hebrew-speaking Catholics have in their relationships between the women and the men? I mean, you've already started speaking about it. Perhaps are there others that you can think of that they're facing, especially today?
between men and women. You intend to you think you're speaking about in the families, for instance.
Yes.
The families. I don't know if it's really, because I'm thinking. I mean,
Okay.
it's, with the same thing I saw here, I saw it elsewhere. I
Okay.
don't think there is something specific
Okay.
in the families
Okay.
that is linked to the culture.
Okay.
Because as I told you, it's a secular society. So then it depends on the character of the men and of the women. Because we have all cases. We have all cases. It's not. It is still a traditional society, but well, it's a kind of open traditional.
Okay.
I mean, it's a traditional society in which women are not under the man.
Okay.
Okay, it's not. We are not in a place where the man decides everything and the woman is only there to clean
Right.
and to. Okay, it's really not our model. And
Okay.
very often both work.
Okay.
Very often both work. They share everything at home.
Okay.
They have to share for the education of the children. Okay, and then you have the character. It depends. Okay, so every family is different from the others. But we don't have. I don't even think we. I'm thinking of a couple in which the woman is at home only and the man is working.
Yeah. You can think of one.
Perhaps,
Right.
but nothing else.
Okay.
So no,
Okay.
really, it's a society. It's a kind of open traditional society.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Traditional society, but that where all this fact that men and women both share their responsibilities is accepted. I mean, there is
Okay.
no discussion about it.
Okay.
Our women are not submitted women.
Okay.
No, really not.
The last question then. So every group, every community has a gift that the rest of the world can learn from, right? So what is the gift? What is the particularity of Hebrew-speaking Catholics here in Israel that the rest of the world can learn from?
From our communities. Our communities are like a family because we are very small. We are a very small community. We're very small communities, not only a very small community. All our little, they aren't even called parishes. It is, we call them parochial communities, if you wish. Okay. So since we are very little communities, it is really like a family.
Okay.
It's not anonymous.
Okay.
Okay. It's really everybody must know everybody. And work together, and we do, and so and with shared responsibilities. Okay, when we do things, we work all together. This is one specific thing. What the relationship to the Jewish world is, I think what really identifies our communities is the place of the Bible. In our communities, it is very important for us because it's the land of the Bible. So we study together. We pray in the language of the Bible anyway. Okay, about Hebrew, but modern Hebrew, but it's anyways traditional language. And I think that our relationship to Judaism here, to the Jewish world, has something to say to the world on many things. Even the way you read the Bible, it's much less. But I think it is an obedience to the church. But it is in. The Jewish world is a world of interpretation. They love interpreting, creating meanings, and so on. And I think that our church learns from that. The way that to read the Bible is not only, or first of all, a dogmatic reading. It's a living reading, and then the dogma helps you to keep your your limits where you're where you can stay, where you cannot stay. So it gives you standards. But the reading of the Bible is not the dogma that and this I think what Vatican II has said. But here in Israel we live it because I think the relationship to the Jewish world helps us to understand it.
Okay.
And I think also one thing that is, I think that even on moral issues, before becoming responsible, we receive